Hello, 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 everybody. I hope you're doing so well. Today, I wanted to analyze some of my quick play games just as support to see what I can do to improve, and I want to get better at Overwatch, guys. I feel like every time I play comp, I just go lower and lower. So I do kind of want to look it over with you guys and talk about what I think I could do better. This is just a replay that I'm watching, so I can take my time to analyze things, right? I can pause it if I need to. Like, I jumped down there just so that I could get closer to Orisa if she needed more healing, but it also made it really hard to heal my allies in the up top. So I think I should have, in this position now that this was a kind of a short game because it's just quick play, right? But now that I see that Lucio's down here and he is able to support the tank, because I'm Kiriko, I can turn around and climb back up the wall so that I can kind of like get the height advantage. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. Again, I'm not an expert, so I might not be like completely right, but this is just my thought process, right? And yeah, I think when I'm support, I always try to make sure that somebody is really, I hate how this keeps flashing. I always try to make sure that either I or my other support is like on the tank, especially because like there's only one tank. So it's if you lose the tank, then it's like the fight is over. So that's what I've been trying to do recently, is make sure that there's a support on the tank and a support on the two damages and the other support, of course. But so yeah, that's just a little bit of a thought process, I guess. But yeah, this Orisa dies so fast. It's really sad. I think that was a decent Suzu, but you can see here that I find it so hard to heal people the Pharah that's up there, and I probably just could have used my wall climbing ability there instead of actually like teleporting, but we're holding this fairly well. I really don't know much about like what counters who, so I have no idea if Orisa versus Ramatra, like who is the better one in this situation. But yeah, we're doing our best. I do think that my aim on Kiriko is so frustrating. Also, I do want to show something that I noticed. Somebody pinged the soldier that was over to the left, and I just didn't pay attention. And I actually looked at him for a second. I didn't pay attention. And then I pinged him myself. So there's room for improvement, you know. Paying attention to like what's going on. I feel like whenever I'm Mercy, I ping people like 24/7, and I always get frustrated that my allies aren't listening to me, but there's probably a good chance that I'm not listening to my allies too. Does anybody else find it so hard to like get out of the Ramatra ult? It's so frustrating. I feel like it lasts for so long. Did they buff that recently? I don't know. So we lost to that. I don't know if there was any way to like survive. I did teleport to like 2 inches in front of me because I was panicking, and I don't know if I could have, how the hell do you like move the camera around? How does this work? Oh, here we go. Okay. So there's a chance if I had just looked over, I could have teleported to the Lucio, which would have gotten me out of the alt, and it would have made me, sorry, I was just looking at that particle. Is this a good position to be in over here? Probably not, but it would have gotten me out of Ramaltra's alt, which is what ended up killing us. So, food for thought, I guess. I think I do end up panicking a lot as Kiriko. Oh no. But yes, I do end up panicking a lot as Kiriko. And just like teleporting or like throwing my Suzu, and I can really work on being like calm and collected and not freaking out. I think that's why during comp games I get really panicked, and that might be what's partially what's holding me back, you know? But yeah, I think this would be a good time to use Kitsune, just because we're at this long hallway. And I think that I could have used it even earlier, because our tank goes too far in before I'm able to heal her. And so if I had used Kitsune earlier, I could have upped my healing. You know what I'm saying? My healing output. So, yeah. One thing that I'm working on with Kiriko is headshots. I used to aim a lot more lower so that I could guarantee more shots, but I know that's not what you're supposed to do. So I'm really trying to get better with headshots and just doing better with that kind of thing. For some reason, I did not see that Mercy go for that res, and that happens, right? I feel like, what's it called? Game sense could be better. It also took me like 2 shots to realize that, oh my gosh, it took me 2 shots to realize that Cassidy was there. Was he pocketed? My AC just turned on. Yeah, he was, I think, right? I can barely see. Yeah, so that's pretty dangerous. So I don't really know how to improve like reaction time in game sense, really, aside from what do you call it? Maybe, hold on, I have to pause so I can think. I would say maybe playing as other look at Lucia, playing as other roles so that I can see what they're doing. And even though I'm a Mercy main, I didn't see that Mercy res, but it's really okay. But yeah, playing as other roles so that I understand, like, oh, this would be a good opening for a tank to move up, so they're gonna move up right now. More than I do so right now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm rambling, but this is just kind of the point of the video. I don't mean to act like I know everything. I'm just trying to work out my thought process with you guys. I hope that's clear. There we go. How do I get it to play? Here we go. But yeah, that ult gets me again, and I tried to teleport to that Pharah. I feel like we're all using our ults at like pretty rough times, and because of that, we're never giving each other this chance to regroup. So here, I really should be falling back right now, because even though it was the Lucio and the Reaper there, that's all we had. It wasn't enough to go up against all 5 of them. So, yeah. Regrouping is a good thing, which I need to use that button a little bit more, because I know that at like this ranking, it's not always clear to people, I guess, that they need to regroup. But yeah. I see a lot of like solo ults, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I think that was a decent Kitsune. I do kind of want to rewatch how long I had that ult for. So I had it since here, and I could honestly do this now. Is the tank's coming, so I don't think it's a bad idea to have waited for the tank. I don't, but I also aimed it so poorly. I could have aimed it a lot more direct. Yeah, let's go back a little bit. But yeah, Kitsune, I'm looking at the Cassidy just disappear. In a perfect world, I think I could have seen him, foresaw him going behind me here and pulling the high noon. And also in a perfect world, I would realize that this is a job for Reaper, and I could have teleported away to the Lucio over there. But I tried to Kitsune, or not Kitsune, I tried to Suzu, and it didn't work. What happens a lot with Kiriko, because her cooldowns are fairly long, and it happens occasionally with Mercy. But I will try to do something, like I'll try to Suzu like I did just there. And I won't realize that I was screwed because I didn't have Suzu, and I should have utilized my teleport. So, I think I did. You can see at the end that I did try to teleport, but it was too late. So, and with Mercy sometimes I'll be in a bad spot and I'll try to Guardian Angel, but it'll be on cooldown for another second, and that second is what gets me, you know? So, I think my thought process is, and maybe this isn't, the best thought process, but if I pay a little bit more attention to the bottom right corner of my screen, and I kind of treat it like I'm driving, and it's like my rear view mirror, If I could just think of it like that, and that way I can know what my cooldowns are more frequently. I don't know. Something to think about. I kind of want to try that at some point. Just treating it like it's a rearview mirror. For some reason, I think about Overwatch a lot when I'm driving. I don't know if you guys do that too, but I feel like I'm a lot warier of what other drivers are doing. Is that weird? I don't know. But I think I'm doing okay here, just healing, By the way, I know that I jump a lot. I don't know how to stop myself from jumping so much, but I think if I do AD strafing, that would be a lot more helpful. Instead of just jumping everywhere. And it's this ult that gets us again, and it enables them to push the payload so far. And there really wasn't too much that we could have done aside from maybe get one of us behind so that we could have stopped the payload, But yeah, And our tank tried at the very end to touch, but it's like that sometimes. But yeah, that was the first game. I think I did okay. I think I could have been, my ults could have definitely been better, and my skill usage could also have been better. And of course my aim, but I'm not going to stress too much about that, right? But if I can focus on using my ult early, like earlier than I think I need to, because both of those ults were like a little bit like slow. I think the second one was better in terms of timing because I was waiting for the tank. But if I can try to do it a little bit ahead of the jump, that might be helpful. And then also checking my skills more would also be helpful. So yeah, let's move on to the next game. Okay guys, I am so excited to show you guys my Mercy gameplay because I think she's my strongest hero. I think I'm best at Mercy, even though she's not the most meta character. She's fairly easy to pick up, and I feel like I've gotten really good at her. I don't know. Yeah. And what do we have? We have a Junkrat and a Cassidy. So I usually try to pocket hit scans or, you know, like Pharrell or Echo, things like that. The typical. I don't do anything all that crazy with my pockets, but I definitely stuck with Cassidy for a lot of this game. And just to start with, I think that oh my gosh, hold on. Oh my gosh. I think that one thing that I should have done is so this hog takes a lot of damage really fast, and he jumps back, and I put my beam on him for a little bit. But so is Moira. Moira's also healing him, and he's also healing himself. And so I should instead be damage boosting our Cassidy or damage boosting our Junkrat. Either one of those right now would be better because I want our hog to get ult charge, and I want Moira to get ult charge, and I could be getting ult charge a different way. You know what I'm saying? So that was just a tiny mistake, but I think it would have helped if I got off him faster, you know? And whenever somebody gets hacked, I try to stay on them, and I'm kind of confused about who got hacked there. Was it the Junkrat, or I know that hold on. Okay, it was the Moira that got hacked, actually. I didn't know if that was a virus or a hack around her, but that Junkrat had taken so much damage that I thought he had gotten hacked. So I did put my beam on him when I probably could have been focusing more on the Moira, but it doesn't even matter because that Junkrat needed that. But yes, we do have to back up a little bit just because our tank dies, and I actually loved this Moira. I thought she did such a good job of like healing versus damage. And this is kind of a mess. This is kind of a mess. I really wish that I would have stayed a layer back onto the outside. Oh my god. I really wish I would have stepped back farther because I'm really trying to work on with Mercy to be better with line of sight and not letting them see me, and if they do see me, moving behind something so that we can break line of sight. What am I saying? You know what I'm saying. So I need to just be a little bit more careful with line of sight here. I don't really know what this Sombra is doing. I feel like another Sombra may target me. I feel like I'm used to Sombras targeting me. But it's okay. Again, whenever somebody gets hacked or virused, I just hold my beam on them as much as I can. I didn't do much to win that team fight. I feel like I just kind of stuck with my pocket and tried to heal when I could. Yeah, I never really hard pocket somebody. I rarely do, I should say. But, I don't like that ult very much. I think, actually, I'm back and forth on it because I think it did help, but because we had almost won the point, it may not have been worth it. You know what? I'm not gonna nitpick it too much. I think that was an okay ult. I'd rather do it a little bit too early than a little bit too late and everybody dies. So, yeah. Just res that really quickly. I think I should have been a little bit more aware that he died. Also, I could have res the tank instead, and because Junkrat's gonna be a lot faster than the tank getting back to us, but yeah, just being more aware of decisions like that might be a little bit better, but I think it's working out. Moira's grip is so has such a big distance. But yeah, I'm glad that I switched back to Cassidy here and I left Moira to focus on the tank and the other damage. I say that as I move away from my Cassidy, but I don't think that was the worst form of movement because I was moving away from the dragon as well. Not a bad res. I mean, nothing special, you know, but it got done. But yeah, this Moira I thought was really good, and this Cassidy did pretty well. Honestly, I think everybody did really well this round. Look at that Mercy hiding. That's cute. But yeah, here, I almost think I should have moved to the Orisa my beam earlier. I do get in the habit of pocketing a little bit too hard, you know? Because I'm damage boosting him. I should heal him. You know, Moira's healing him. And when I see that, I should move to the Orisa and damage boost her so that, because she's the furthest one up and has the best line of sight. Not for too long, but it's okay. It's working out. It's not that bad, I don't think. Thank you, Moira, for ulting. Not a bad ult. I would say that was a good ult. Good. If anything, I could have done it a little bit earlier, right? I'm trying to think. Hold on. Because how long did I have that for, really? I had it starting here. I wouldn't ult here. Yeah, I think when I ulted was not bad. Yeah, this is not bad. I think I should probably be trying to stay out of their sight a bit more than I actually am, but luckily this game was pretty forgiving with how, with line of sight, I guess. But yeah, first 2 points down, pretty good. One of my big irritations is with Flashpoint is these segments where you're fighting and you're trying to kind of poke at each other to get like an extra kill, and it always distracts my teammates. It's so distracting, and I feel like we lose so much time, and I don't know. It's a little frustrating. I don't love Flashpoint as a whole game mode, but I don't hate it. It's just that in-between moment that really makes me irritated. But yeah, I think I did good here focusing on Orisa, who's alone. But what I really, really wanted to do, I remember really wanting to get rid of Symmetra's turrets, because they just kept they fried. Don't look at that. I don't know what the hell I was doing. I should have ran away to the left there. Let's be completely honest, and at least hidden, because I was never making it through the center of that. But whenever I am Mercy, I try to take care of Symmetra's turrets. Thank you, Cassidy. He's so sweet. But yeah, just because I feel like I don't know this Cassidy. He was just nice to me in spawn. Oh my god, this is bad. But yeah, you're not doing so much as Mercy, so I try to take care of the little things so that my teammates can focus on the big things. So yeah, turrets. That one I think I did the best that I could have. I don't think there was much I could have done better, because I tried to get behind geometry to save my tank, and it just wasn't working out. And he's waiting for us again. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. And so is the Sojourn. Oh my gosh, I love this team. I feel like they know what they're doing, or at least we're kind of on the same wavelength. I think I ulted here to be able to quickly get out of the way of his ult, but it's fairly useful. That was pretty bad though. I think I should have moved, like, my movement should be better. I feel like I can work on it. I get caught on geometry a lot. And it leaves me in a bad position. Oh, like that. I do Mercy parkour sometimes, like between when I'm waiting for matches and things like that. And I've gotten better. So I think if Mercy parkour helps with that for sure. But yeah, that was a pretty bad GA right there. And here, I think I would have rather stayed with the tank. That was bad. That was really bad. Chugger Queen just got a good combo off on me. So I think I definitely should have stuck with the tank there, because, you know, Cassidy... Yeah, I think that's probably where my favoritism of this Cassidy got the best of me, because the tank really needs support more than damage does, I feel like, because you don't want the tank to die, of course. But yeah, I'm glad that we're moving as a team here, and Cassidy waited for me and I waited for Moira, and I think we're doing good in that, because, again, I hate these transition periods. It's so annoying. But yeah, somehow I just missed that Moira was killing me right there. Horrible. That's horrible. I don't know how I missed that, and it took me a million years to react and get around a corner. So yeah, it's definitely some game sense, and I don't think I was wearing a headset this game, which may help with that as well. But yeah, staying out of sight as well is a good thing, because that Moira snuck up on me, and if I had been off to the left, that wouldn't have happened. But yeah, I love pocketing sojourns. They're really, really nice. Again, I don't really hard pocket people usually. And hey, I'm proud of myself there, because I saw that the Cassidy was low health, but I didn't fly over because the Moira had it covered. I want to watch that again real quickly. Sorry, I think I missed a little bit. But yeah, I see that, and then I come over to my sojourn. And then, again, I guess I just missed that the Moira is getting me. And everybody dies. So the good news about us all dying is that it gives us a chance to regroup. You know, Cassidy almost has his ult. I'm 73, so and Moira has her ult, so hopefully this all goes well and we get point and we win the game. I'm okay with this so far. They switched to Soldier. They switched off Sojourn, but Soldier's not a bad pocket as long as he doesn't go too far away. I guess that depends on the Soldier. But yeah, I should be looking for a chance to ult, and there we go. I'm so glad our tank didn't die. I would have been able to res, but that would have been annoying if the Junker Queen was alive and our tank wasn't. But yeah. Here, I'm glad that I hopped up so I could tell what direction they were coming from, even if they don't make it. I thought that was smart of myself. But yeah. So, with this game, a lot of it I feel like is just knowing what's going on around me as well. That's what it was like in the last match too. So, and then also line of sight I think is a big one. And yeah, I'm just working this through my head right now. I think that I want to kind of work on those two things, as well as maybe target priority. For a while there, I was, not in this game, but just while I've been playing Overwatch, for a while I used to be really helicoptery, and I tried to heal everybody at once, which is why I get a little picky on myself now when I stay a little bit too long on the Hog or on the Orisa or whatever. Because you really should be getting the most out of Mercy. It really comes from her like damage boost, you know, and her res and her mobility and that kind of thing, but it's not really her healing. You know what I mean? I don't think so. I hope I'm not talking out of my ass and like getting important information wrong, but yeah. Okay, my computer's about to die, but yes, this is my first video that I recorded in my new apartment, so hopefully it sounds okay. And I hope you guys are all having a good day, and I also hope that this didn't sound too like I know everything, because I don't. I'm just working this through in my head myself, right? And I appreciate if you guys have any advice after seeing me kind of dissect this, and I hope you have a good night. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.